I have to think that, being aggressive and not only getting the top end, they didn't just stop there. Like I said, this Dominic Leone trade, I love that because they needed a bullpen, and in Ronaldo Lopez and Dominic Leone, they're making that a much more robust bullpen. They now have three really good relievers for the back end, maybe more, but really that's their A bullpen. They have a lineup that's a representative lineup now with CJ Cron and Randall Grichuk. And I really feel like this is one of the more complete teams that I've seen the Angels be. And I just unfortunately think that if they get the gold medal, I think probably the silver medal goes to the Rangers. And that's a difficult one for the Angels because they own a lot of won games already on the Angels, the Rangers do. And so when you start with 60 wins and then add what you do that the Rangers did, I think that even though the Rangers got the silver medal, maybe it's kind of the gold once you think of the fact that they already had 60 wins when they started that whole process.
I think it's pretty amazing when you look at the impact of the players that were moved, how much of that talent ended up going to the AL West. I mean, each of those top three teams in that division added a good starter. I mean, between Verlander going back to Houston, Scherzer ending up in Texas, and Giolito going to the Angels. And I do think the thing people keep getting back to with the Angels is that their prospects, the guys they traded away, are not necessarily long-term stars. The guy that people seem to like the most in the scouting world is Edgar Carroll because he's such a young catcher, could be a very good player in time. But ultimately, they didn't give up consensus elite prospects at all to get better. And that's well worth doing given the overall state of the organization. But I'm with you. They went out and addressed the needs. They didn't just make one deal, they made several, and it started a few weeks ago. So I think they would be among the winners here. Who do you think fits this description, Britt? Who else are among the most improved buyers?
I agree that. And I have to give the Astros credit because, they only, they didn't make a ton of deals. But anytime you can add Justin Verlander, the way he's pitching, and especially because, they didn't have the system that other teams did, right? But because Verlander wanted to go back to Houston, they were able to get the deal done. And the deal isn't a bad deal in terms of the Mets are getting back like two highly touted guys for them. They're also eating a ton of money. So if you look at what Houston is paying Justin Verlander and the fact that their system's been kind of decimated, so top prospects in Houston, a little bit of a lighter load than say top prospects in Baltimore or, the Dodgers, some of these other systems. I think you have to really look and, mention Texas. Like, I mean, we're talking about the Angels, like the AL, like that whole division is just like crazy. And I think you have to give the Astros credit for going out and getting it done when a lot of people were like, yeah, I still don't think it could work. Verlander wanted to go there. And so they made it happen. So I think they deserve a good amount of credit here.